Here with Mike Lesiecki from MATEC, and Mike, you've been sort of the key guy here at the SAME-TEC conference, how you doing?
Hi Gordon, thanks. You know, this conference this year has really been unique in the sense that it's evolved over the years. I think you talked with one of the early conference organizers, with David, on another thing. We came in about year 3 of the conference, and this is the 12th year that we're doing the conference. You know, last year the enrollment was 264, this year over 350. And really it's that interaction with your center and the Photonics Center that's brought a whole new audience together for this conference. You know, the theme this year is converging seamless technologies, converging technologies, and if we look at telecom, photonics, semiconductors, it's pretty unique in that sense.
Yeah, it's been interesting to look in the sessions. You know, we each gave out fellowships, I think, and it's a mix. You know, each person, depending on the fellowship they have, has a different color badge. Yeah. And what it's done is, you look in these sessions, then they're all mixed up. It's been fantastic, really, to see the people in the different sessions. Now, I wanted to ask you a little bit about the history of this conference. We talked to David a little bit. It originally started as a sort of a semiconductor-focused conference, right? And then you took it over in the third year. How has it changed?
Well, we began in '97, and around 2000, 2001, we changed the name to become Semiconductors, Automated Manufacturing, and Electronics, SAME-TEC. This year we dropped that tagline. We're still calling it SAME-TEC, but we don't call it Semiconductors, Automated Manufacturing. So it's like that IBM thing, right? You don't call it International Business Machines, so that's the idea. The conference has always been funded by the NSF, but gradually over the years we've decreased the NSF funding and increased sustainability funds from conference registration fees from some of our sponsors. You can see we've got Intel, National Instruments, the Semiconductor Industry Association, Texas Instruments, SEMI, a trade organization, so really strong sponsorship. It's taken a while to build that sponsorship. That's part of our history. And I think as we go forward, there's other opportunities too.
That's great. Now, we've certainly learned a lot being involved with you guys. You know, this is a much larger conference than we're used to. It's been fantastic for us. And where do you see this going? You know, over the next couple of years, maybe. What are your thoughts? I know we're having that discussion now, but you think it'll grow?
I think so. I think it's natural for it to evolve and to grow. When the NSF got wind of what we were doing, of the 3 centers coming together, they were interested and said, we'd like to support a planning process. Why don't you convene a group at this conference, at the '08 conference, and give us a good, strong planning effort for '09. Let's see what across a broader technology spectrum of students and faculty, this might become. So I don't have a hard answer for you yet, Gordon, but
maybe by tomorrow afternoon.
Tomorrow afternoon, yeah. So this planning team is really hard at work here. I think there's 27 people in that planning group, so that's a challenge, of course, of itself. But they're people who are used to working together.
Well, I know you're pretty modest, but you've kind of been leading this thing along, and you probably wouldn't admit that. But.
Oh, thanks for saying so.
You've done a fantastic
collaboration
job
with you and Dan. It's
well,
really worked well.
You've done a fantastic job. Now, next year, well, if somebody wanted to attend next year, how would they find out?
You can go to the existing conference website, SAME-TEC.org, SAME-TEC.org, and that'll have linkages to going forward. We've reserved a couple of URLs for potential conference names for next year, but they're not populated yet. They're just placeholders.
Right. So, but SAME-TEC will always SAME-TEC.org will always be up.
SAME-TEC.org is going to hold the presentations from this year's conference and information about the future.
Yeah, and there'll be links to these videos up there. So yeah, that's great. Well, thanks, Mike. I don't know if there's anything else you want to throw in here, but again, we really appreciate your leadership and your hard work on this. I mean, this has been fantastic.
You know, things like this event go with certainly not single people, but teams. And your group, Dan's and ours, really collaborated, and it's been fun.
Yeah, I think it has. Yeah, thanks.